Good evening and welcome to this edition of Newsleader on 6. Today is Thursday, April 11th, 2013. I'm Jim Fuller.
And I'm Chip Ramsey with the Saturday Independent newspaper. In tonight's news, we'll have video from Manchester Mayor Lonnie Norman's press conference regarding a recent audit of the city. The Tullahoma Wildcats remain undefeated in district play, and the city of Tullahoma honored Vietnam veterans with a free concert Saturday night. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6. Stay tuned.
Have you heard the news? Ford Motor Company is now producing 7 different models that get up to 40 miles per gallon. Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma has a huge selection of these models, like this 2013 Ford Fiesta, yours today for $14,995 after Ford manufactured rebates and incentives. It's a new year at Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma, and remember, enormous savings, huge selections, 40 miles per gallon. Why buy anywhere else?
On the train test range, the search for any possible weakness continues. It's hard to stop a train. Really hard. Train, the most reliable for a reason.
Hello, my name is Joe Stroop with Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration. I'm here to talk to you about a couple incentives that are going on between now and end of the year. First is your federal tax credit up to $300. Secondly, 0% financing up to 15 months on XL products. Third, spring promotion up to $1,100. Finally, $500 incentives from your local power distributor. Please give us a call at 455-8757. Thank you.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
Welcome back. Manchester Mayor Lonnie Norman called a press conference this morning to discuss the recent audit of the city of Manchester, which was requested by his administration shortly after taking office.
As you know, we had an audit, and we had some things to come back that wasn't good in our audit. Some of this stuff I can't explain it to you, and I got Bridget here.
The city had some findings in their audit. The first was incomplete or missing expenditure documentation. The city is working on this. It's where some people may put receipts in their pocket and they get washed and we lose them, but that's not one of the major ones, but it is a finding that we have, and so we're working on that to get that fixed. Sales tax paid was one that was previously on there. That has no longer exists. We've cleared that up. Improper or incomplete requisition forms. We're working diligently to make sure that all those are signed correctly by the department head or the assistant. There was a few that they found that maybe didn't have a signature, but if they find one, it stays in our audit. So we're working on that. Proper segregation of duties. That one we are working on to work with that with internal controls to make sure that it's better, but that's a hard one to get off of the audit because everybody has more than one job. It's hard for just one person to have only one job to do here at the city. Checks not voided properly. We're working on that to make sure that that doesn't happen. We have to stamp them voided, cut out the signature lines. They have run across a couple of them, and that's what got that.
The last two things that was in that audit was really 3 things. One of them was about some equipment that we got from the federal government, about some of it being missing. And another thing was about bank accounts was in the fire department and the police department. They were separate from city, but they were using the city in those bank accounts. Well, I'm talking about they were putting money in there, but they could get it out when they wanted to. They didn't have to come before the city or go to the finance director and get that. We closed those accounts out. They no longer exist. And both of them, after I talked to them about it, and what they did, they would take $5 each payday out of their own check and put in that account for flowers and things like that. And then other money got to start being put in those accounts. And of course, part of the money was theirs, but how could you tell which one was which? So they just gave all the money back, closed those accounts, and they said they want to start and let that all be behind them, and that's what we've done.
Mayor, is it fair to say that you believe that at this point you guys have corrected all of the items that were listed on this audit report? You've already addressed all those issues and you're moving on.
We have addressed them, and we're moving on.
While most of the administrative findings in the audit have been addressed, Manchester Mayor Lonnie Norman advised that he had been notified by District Attorney General Mickey Lane that the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation would be investigating the issue of missing equipment which had been obtained from the Department of Defense. In his letter to the mayor, District Attorney Lane said, quote, "This investigation will seek to determine whether a crime or crimes were committed, and if so, whether sufficient evidence exists to prove that a specific individual or individuals committed a crime or crimes," end quote. Lane also said that he has no idea how long the investigation might take. We'll be back in just a moment with more Newsleader on 6. Stay tuned.
Let the Smokehouse be your mountain getaway destination in beautiful Monteagle, Tennessee. Enjoy our cabins, restaurant, and old general store. Shop thesmokehouse.com featuring homemade barbecue sauces, jellies, and many other fine Tennessee products. Our live Music on the Mountain series features some of the best local and Nashville talent every Friday and Saturday night, 6:30 p.m. No cover, kids welcome.
Looking for a unique gift for someone special, or perhaps something just for yourself? Then you need to check out Grady Mac Denim Company, right here in the heart of Tullahoma. Grady Mac features the full line of men's and women's Lucky brand apparel. Stop in and check out our denim production line. Grady Mac offers a full line of outdoor sporting apparel and much more. And check out our custom fly fishing equipment, fine art, and signed sports memorabilia. There's something for everyone at Grady Mac Denim Company, the most unique store in Tullahoma.
When you're running late headed to that sporting event or horse show and hungry but need gas, you don't have to choose which to get. Just stop at any Quick Mart, where gas prices are normal and the food is outstanding. Burgers, fries, salads, sub sandwiches, chicken strips, egg rolls, even pizza can be picked up while the gas is pumping. Stop by any Quick Mart today and not only save time, but enjoy some good cooking, southern hospitality, and prices you can live with.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Click the links.
Oh, sweet Lisa, you're so fine, like a very fine wine. Girl, I need you in my life. Will you be my wife?
Charter Internet has more bandwidth to support all your devices. Experience the power of Charter on the nation's fastest internet.
Welcome back. The city of Tullahoma honored Vietnam veterans with a concert Saturday night to recognize the 40th anniversary of the troops returning home from that war. Let's watch video from that event.
All right, this is a celebration for the Vietnam veterans being held at the Armory in Tullahoma, and there are all kinds of people here. I see Benny Garrick with the American Legion Post 43 and Garrick Crockett, and people from all of the different services are here. This is being put on by several businesses here in town, and the Parks and Rec Department, and the Police Department, and the Duck Radio. So it's an invitation to all Vietnam vets and their families to come and have fun. All kinds of folks coming in and visiting. You know, some of these people hadn't seen each other in a long time. It's a good. This is a good thing. The room's filling up, and there's lots of people around. It's great. There's old Gordon right there. Lots of people. There's Jody Baltz, and a lot of our people, a lot of our men from the fire department are here. The police department's part of putting this on. There's food outside out here that you can get. And the music will start here at some point. And the entertainment will be good tonight. And the building's full. And this program's getting ready to start. And it's going to be a good time for these Vietnam vets. Never has there been enough said about them and what they did for this country.
Good evening. The City of Tullahoma would like to welcome you to its Salute to Heroes, our Vietnam veterans. My name is Paul Blackwell. For the next few minutes, I'll kind of guide you through the beginning process that we're going to have tonight. It's going to be entertaining, it's going to be loud, but I think when we leave here, we'll all have a good time. At this point, I'd like to invite a couple guest speakers to come up and say a few words. These are veterans from our community, and they're going to share a little bit about some of their experiences and some of the organizations they represent. First up, I'd like to introduce Dave Hustleton from the Marine Corps League.
I remember, and I'm probably one of the youngest ones that went to Vietnam already, but I'm so proud to see you guys here today. I remember when I got home, actually we got back to California, we were informed as young Marines, I think I was 19, I turned 19 in Vietnam. At 19 years old, and proud to wear the uniform and thought that we were doing something good, and we came home and people in California told us that it might be a good idea not to wear your uniform when you get on a commercial flight to go home. I want to tell you that at some point in a Marine's life, that they believe that there should come a time when a Marine would stand up and still say, I'm a United States Marine. My core values are honor, courage, and commitment, and I intend to live that until the day I die and help my community as best I can. And I want to invite you to stop at our table, talk to some of our Marines. You can't miss them, they're in uniform.
Next up, another of our local veterans. I'd like to introduce Mr. Benny Garrett, and he is with the Tullahoma American Legion.
Well, it only took 40 years. 40 years. I relayed this story to Charlie Allen several years ago when I met him about places that I was stationed where they had signs in the windows of businesses that said, no dogs or soldiers allowed. It was a very unpopular war. Most of us who served in it did so because our fathers and grandfathers before us had served, and it was the right thing to do. And we're all proud to be a part of that. Y'all have a good time tonight. Stop by the American Legion, Post 43 anytime.
At this point, I would like all of our Vietnam veterans to stand up or wave your arms so that we can see who you are. If you're a Vietnam veteran, please stand up. Thank you. Don't sit down. Don't sit down. Now, what I'd like to encourage is everybody else that is sitting to please look around, find one of these men or women, and before the night is over, give them a handshake, give them a hug, tell them how much you appreciate what they did. So take a minute, look around, because they could be right there on your left or your right. One final group that I do not want to miss, but are instrumental in the success of this event tonight, and that are our veterans groups. We have an assortment of them. They're out in the lobby, and hopefully you've had a chance to talk to them, maybe tell a couple stories, reminisce, and understand that these are veterans. They understand what other veterans are dealing with, and what better way than to become associated with one of these veterans groups.
And stay with us. We'll be right back with more Newsleader on 6.
Hi, Trim McNabb, Stan McNabb, Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. Right now, you can get the 2013 Buick Verano with no money down for just $279 a month.
We both purchased our vehicles from Stan McNabb Chevrolet in January.
And we could not be happier with the decision to buy them here.
Don't forget about the Stan McNabb $500 price match guarantee. We will meet or beat any new car price or give you a check for $500. You can view all our inventory online at stanmcnabb.com. And remember, if anyone can, Stan can.
Mark, you've won just about everything there is to win in racing. What's next?
I'd like more people to know about ER Extra.
The emergency room at Harton Regional Medical Center?
I just want them to get the best care they can get.
That just gets me right here, Mark.
Maybe you'd like to pay them a visit.
ER Extra at Harton Regional Medical Center.
ER Extra. Extra fast, extra easy, extra great.
Your wife has given you the most precious gift you have, your family. She does so much to make every moment special for you and your children. This Mother's Day, show her your love and appreciation with beautiful jewelry from Woodard's Diamond Showroom. Whether it's with gold and diamonds, pearls, or colored gems, remind her of the path you've traveled together. She surprises you in subtle ways every day. Isn't it time you return the favor in a big way?
Some people think that pressing their on-demand button will cost money or make their house explode or something. Of course, neither of these things is true. On-demand is just a way to access thousands of free movies and TV shows. The code to blow up a house is actually channel up, channel down, 2*77.
On demand, thousands of free movies and TV shows on your schedule, and nothing bad.
Welcome back. The Celtic Cup Coffee House and the Highland Rim Scottish Society hosted the Piping on the Green Celtic Music and Craft Fair last Saturday. John Gray brings us this video.
Just the Piping on the Green at the Celtic Cup in Tullahoma, and it's brought by the Highland Rim Scottish Society, and there's all kinds of people and booths and different things going on, and there'll be music played here all day long. Great activities. There's horseshoe people and whistle-making people and all kinds of fun things we'll see.
The bowling, but I take delight in the juice of the barley and putting pretty fair mates in the morning bright and early. Must show ring dummy-doo-dummy-dum. Black ball the daddy-o, black ball the daddy-o, there's a whiskey in the jar.
And here's a loom where someone is creating a piece of fabric. What are you making here, young man?
S-hooks.
Excuse me?
S-hooks.
S-hooks. All kinds of neat stuff going on here at the festival today. And there's the S-hooks he was talking about. Everything from S-hooks to jewelry. And here's somebody spinning right here. Turning something into yarn. Isn't that great? Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? What a lovely place.
I'm Fran Lawson, president of the Highland Rim Scottish Society, and we'd like to take the opportunity today to present a $1,000 scholarship for further study of Highland dance to our special Highland dancer, Katie Snyder.
The eye that looks so mild and my but hardly a first began. One did this get out from me, the title of Johnny Hallelujah. Here comes the drums and drums and guns, hurroo, hurroo. Here comes the drums and drums and guns, hurroo, hurroo. Here comes the drums and drums and guns, singing me hallelujah. My love of my dear, he looks the way, Johnny hallelujah. Oh, you haven't an army, haven't a leg, hurroo, hurroo. Oh, you haven't an army, haven't a leg, hurroo, hurroo. You haven't an army, haven't a leg, a bone, the spell is chicken, the second, you have to be born, the bold, the beg. Johnny, hallelujah. Here comes the drums and drums and guns, hurroo, hurroo. Here comes the drums and drums and guns, hurroo, hurroo. Here comes the drums and drums and guns, singing, I mean, hallelujah. My love and my looks the way, Johnny, hallelujah.
The Coffee County Humane Society's featured pet of the week this week are 4 brown and white terrier mixed puppies. The puppies are litter mates and are about 3 months old. The shelter also has many dogs available for adoption at 1210 Oakdale Street in Manchester. Hours of operation at the shelter are 7:30 a.m. until 2:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. The shelter's phone number is 723-2711 or 723-2720. Donations for animal care can be made to the Coffee County Humane Society, P.O. Box 252, Manchester, Tennessee 37349, and their website is www.coffeehumane.org.
The pet of the week at the Tullahoma Animal Shelter this week is Bosco. Bosco is a boxer mixed puppy and is approximately 8 weeks old. He entered the shelter as a stray after he and his litter mates were found dumped. Bosco is good with children and other pets, is up to date on his vaccinations, and will receive a free neuter provided by the Tullahoma Animal Shelter. Microchip identification is available to all dogs adopted for a $10 or greater donation to the shelter. For more details, contact Teresa at 454-9580. State law also requires a $35 deposit, refundable upon proof that the adopted pet has been neutered or spayed. The Tullahoma Animal Shelter is located at 942 Maplewood Avenue. More Newsleader on 6 is coming up after this commercial break.
Citizens Tri-County Bank has the checking, loans, savings, and traditional banking services you want. Plus free internet banking and bill pay, bank your change, Visa gift card, and lots more state-of-the-art banking services. We focus on the service and services you want, so you can bank when, where, and how you want, at our offices or from just about anywhere. Citizens Tri-County Bank, the only community bank you'll ever need.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's going to be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor, too, when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
The highest standard of excellence requires dedication and commitment. It's established over time. You know when you see it. You know when you feel it. There's a standard of excellence in healthcare. It's the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. In 2003, Life Care Center of Tullahoma voluntarily achieved this accreditation and maintains it still today. Life Care, meeting a higher standard because residents matter most.
I'd like to take you somewhere where nobody else can go. Only the two of us know.
With Charter, TV will never be the same. Now you can make a date with your favorite movies and shows anywhere and anytime with on-the-go content from Charter.
Welcome back. The Tullahoma Wildcats swept 4 games over the weekend in the Rebel Classic. Tullahoma won 2 games on Friday, 5-1 over Covenant Christian Academy of Alabama and 12-1 over Marion County. They followed that with an 11-2 win over Grundy County Saturday before winding up the tournament with a 9-5 win over Upperman. On Tuesday night, the Wildcats got multiple hit performances from Van Williams, Trey Burks, Justin Brown, and Dalton Davis, and a pair of RBI from Zach Lampkin as they defeated Lawrence County 8-2. The win keeps the Wildcats unbeaten in district play at 5-0 and improves their record overall to 20-3. Justice Sheffield went the distance on the mound, striking out 13 batters while allowing only 4 hits and no earned runs. The Wildcats defeated Lawrence County last night 2-1.
Monday is the deadline for filing your federal income tax return, and if you just don't think you'll be able to get it done by then, there's some relief available. Let's watch this video from the IRS.
Hi, I'm Neil, and I work for the Internal Revenue Service. Okay, so April 15th is just around the corner. Still haven't filed your tax return? Well, if you feel like you need more time, don't worry and don't panic. You can ask for an extension of time by filing Form 4868. Keep in mind that this is an extension of time to file your tax return, not an extension of time to pay. This will give you 6 more months until October 15th to get your tax return to the IRS. You may file Form 4868 electronically by using Free File on irs.gov or by mailing it to us. It's important to note, you need to file your extension form by April 15th. If you expect to owe taxes, you should send your best estimate of that amount with your extension to avoid any potential late fees. Get all the details at irs.gov.
We'll be right back in a moment with your weather forecast.
The construction sale continues at Russell Barnett Kia in Tullahoma. Even though the construction process is still going on, Russell Barnett says we have to move them out now. Check out this 2013 Kia Rio, yours today for $15,995. With America's best warranty, Kia is the power to surprise. So remember, Russell Barnett Kia in Tullahoma is the dealer for the people, and my question is, why buy anywhere else?
Welcome to Camino Real, home of the area's most authentic Mexican food. Expect quality service in a friendly environment that features the only truly authentic Mexican food in the area, with favorites like tacos, fajitas, enchiladas, burritos, tostadas, freshly made guacamole, and Mexican rice, all made from scratch using homemade Mexican recipes and only the freshest ingredients. Come and enjoy a meal at Camino Real with the great food, friendly service, and warm atmosphere of Old Mexico.
If you like HD TV, you're going to like what Charter's been up to. Adding so much free HD that Charter TV is a whole new experience. National Geographic HD, Animal Planet HD, Discovery HD, sports in HD, movies, news, kids programming. Plus, Charter now has thousands of free movies and shows in HD on demand anytime. You want to see more TV in HD? Try Charter. It's smarter.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on the state. Our record high was in 1930 at 85 degrees. The record low was in 1973 at 23 degrees. The average high on this day is 69 and the average low is 45. For tonight, look for scattered thunderstorms continuing in your forecast with a low of around 46. Sunny weather expected for Friday with a high of 65 and a low of 43, and that sunny weather hangs around, making it a nice weekend on Saturday with a high of 66 expected and a low of 47.
Jim, we're batting down the hatches right now as the storms are approaching over southern Middle Tennessee. I want to remind everybody to be cautious and look for possible tornadic outbreaks and take shelter as necessary.
We're in that time of the year where that's going to be happening, so yes, be careful. That is our Newsleader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for Newsleader on 6. You have a good evening.
Have a great night.